Welcome to Reddy Technologies. Basics of automation testing. Automation testing, or you can say automated testing. See, for this video, I prepared index. Observe. First one, what is automation testing? Next, types of automation testing. Automated functional testing, famous area in this automation, having highest market share. Next, advantages of automation testing. Next, requirements and limitations of automation testing. Next, automated performance testing, automated mobile testing, and automated web services testing. See, first, what is automation testing? Before going to that, generally, manual testing experience or knowledge and knowledge on programming are essential for learning automation testing. For learning automation testing, prerequisites are knowledge or experience on manual testing. Next, knowledge on computer programming fundamentals. Apart from these two, if you know fundamentals of automated testing, then it is easy to learn automation testing or automated testing. Say, first, what is automation testing or automated testing? Automation testing is a software testing technique. Automation testing is a software testing technique that performs software testing using software tools. The automation software, the automation software provide facilities to write test cases, execute test cases without tester interaction. Next, compare expected and actual results and generate detailed test reports, etc. Next, types of automation testing. See, we have several types of automation testing. Famous one, automated functional testing. See, it is a primary area in this topic. Automated functional testing, it is having more market share. See, functional testing is verifying that our application functionality using software functional requirements. Next, conducting functional testing using a software test tool is called automated functional testing. Functional testing can be done using either manual testing or automation testing, or using both the methods. Next, available tools for functional testing in the industry: Selenium, UFT, formerly QTP, Test Complete, RFT, Rational Functional Tester, Silk Test, Watir, etc. In these tools, Selenium is popular, having 60% market share. See, in software testing, in automated functional testing, generally, software testing can be done in two ways or two methods. One is manual testing, another is automated testing or automation testing. In automated testing, we have different types: automated functional testing, performance testing, etc. Automated functional testing is having nearly 65% market share, remaining only 35%. See, automated performance testing. Automated performance testing is mandatory. See, performance testing is a non-functional software testing technique that determines how the stability, speed, scalability, and responsiveness of an application holds up under a given workload. Load testing, spike testing, stress testing, volume testing, data volume testing, and endurance testing, etc. are different types of performance testing, or you can say subsets of performance testing. Generally, we conduct automated performance testing only. Generally, we conduct automated performance testing only. Manual testing is impractical. See, suppose if you want to apply 5,000 users load, 5,000 concurrent users load, see, arranging 5,000 computers, 5,000 testers, and applying concurrent load is impractical. If it is automation testing, you can create virtual users using 2-3 computers. You can apply thousands of virtual users load. Next, available tools for performance testing: JMeter, Load Runner, IBM RPT, Rational Performance Tester, QA WebLoad, NeoLoad, Silk Performer, etc. In this tool, JMeter is popular. Next, automated API testing using SOAP, UIR, Postman. Next, manual testing also possible for API testing. Next, automated mobile testing. See, mobile testing, this device related. See, we have 3 types of mobile applications: mobile native applications, mobile web apps or web applications, and mobile hybrid applications. Mobile testing can be done using manual testing and automation testing. For conducting automated mobile testing, we have APM-like tools. Next, automated unit testing. Developers conduct automated unit testing using JUnit, TestNG, etc. Tools for Java software projects. Suppose if it is .NET software project, they use NUnit, etc. NUnit. Okay, that depends on that's one development technology. Next, automated integration testing, etc. Next, come to third topic: automated functional testing. Say, conducting functional testing using a software test tool is called automated functional testing. It has more market share in the automation testing, nearly 65%, and remaining all types of automation testing having 35% market share only. We have several test tools like Selenium, UFT, Test Complete, Silk Test, VATIR, etc. to conduct functional testing. In these tools, Selenium tool is open source and having highest market share. Next, automated testing terminology and process. Be familiar with automation testing terminology and process, then you can easily learn automation testing using any test tool. See, functional testing tools are front-end object-based or element-based test tools. They perform test operations based on front-end objects like links, edit boxes, buttons, images, etc. See, exception is there for conducting database testing. No front-end object reference is required. But for most of functional test operations, front-end object reference required. Suppose login functionality is there. Enter valid username into username edit box environment is there. It is object or element. Next, enter password into password edit box environment is there. Next, click on sign in button environment is there. So be familiar with front end objects or elements like buttons, edit boxes, text boxes, drop down box, check box, radio button, link, image, table, etc. Next, familiar with some important function terminology. Test tool. It is a software for testing. Test tool, a software. We may have commercial tools and open source tools. Basically, test tool for testing software or automating software test process. Next, tool editor. See, tool editor for writing and editing test cases or test scripts. Next, objects or elements. See, be familiar with, already we discussed it. Front-end object reference is required for functional test operations. So, familiar with objects or elements. Element technology may vary from one environment to another. In UFT, formerly QTP, we call object. Suppose link is object, button is object, image is object, checkbox is object, radio button is object. In Selenium, we call element. See, object in UFT environment is equivalent to element in Selenium. Next, spying objects or inspecting elements. Next, object properties are element locators. Focus on that one, element locators. For example, if it is web application, element locators are HTML locators, ID, name, link text, partial link text, etc. Object repository. It is a storage place to store objects or elements information. If you have object repositories, then it is easy to create or write test cases. You can reuse your objects or elements among test cases, or you can reuse for test cases. Test methods. See, test tools provides test methods for performing actions on elements. Suppose link is element, action on element is click. Edit box is element or object, action on element is entering a value. That value is parameter. Check means click checkbox. And selecting a value from drop down box, selecting an item, action. Okay, in some test tools like UFT we call test methods. In Selenium, WebDriver commands are methods. See, actions, test methods for actions on, for performing actions on web elements. Button, click, and edit box, enter a value, checkbox, check, uncheck, radio button, select an item, select an option, drop down box, select an item, list box, select one or more items, link, click, etc. Next, recording. Recording your application navigations using test tool. See, suppose UFT, RFT, test complete like tools provide recording facility. Apart from recording facility, you can type your test cases or test scripts if you know the syntax. But Selenium WebDriver doesn't have UI, user interface. In the Selenium tool, in the Selenium test environment, no recording feature. Selenium WebDriver test environment, Selenium ID, another tool is there. It has a recording, that is a record and playback tool, a prototype tool. Forget about Selenium IDE, powerful tool in Selenium suite, Selenium suite of tools. Selenium WebDriver doesn't have recording facility. You need to write test scripts manually. For that, it provides necessary interface. Using Eclipse IDE like interface you can write. Okay, no built-in features for Selenium WebDriver. Next, locating elements or object identification. Next, inserting checkpoints or verification points, tester results, reusable functions. Say if you create more reusable functions for your project, then you can reuse those functions in your test cases, so you can reduce the code size. Next, recovery scenarios for handling runtime errors. Next, writing test scripts, test cases. Next, automation framework. Next, automation testing process. What is automation testing process? Define scope of automation, create automation framework, create test scripts or test cases, execute automated test cases, analyze test results and reporting defects, track defects and conducting regression testing, maintain automation resources. Next, come to fourth one, advantage of automation testing. See, faster than manual testing, wider test coverage of application features, reusable test scripts, reliable in results, ensure consistency, improves accuracy, human invention is not required while execution, increases efficiency, better speed in executing tests. Next, test frequently and thoroughly. More cycle of execution can be achieved through automation. Next, early time to market. Next, requirements and limitations of automation testing. Say, automated testing or automation testing requires lot of efforts at initial stage. Programming knowledge is required for software testers. For manual testing, no programming knowledge is required. For automation testing, especially for functional test automation or automated functional testing, programming knowledge is mandatory. Next, 100% test automation impractical. Generally, we try to automate maximum test cases, maximum manual test cases. Tools may have their own defects, so sometimes we may not get desired outputs. Next, test tools have environment limitations. For example, Selenium supports only web applications, web application testing. Selenium doesn't support desktop application testing. Suppose UFT supports desktop application testing and web application testing, but UFT doesn't support testing on Unix environment, Linux environment. It supports only Windows environment. These are environment limitations. If it is manual testing, no environment limitation. Next, debugging issues. Next, commercial tools are expensive and lack of technical support for open source tools. See, these are the important topics of basics of automation testing. Thank you.